So, good afternoon. We are Group 1, and today I'm going to be demonstrating our slowly changing dimension. So, first of all, we're going to uh, restore first our data. So, as you can see, it's 0, 0. So, if we execute it, 0, 0. So, uh, every control flow has the current data set. So, we're going to run it. Mhm. So, we're just going to be fast forwarding this. So it's success. And if we check out our database, so yes, it gives the same output as our expected rows count. So if we now check out, let's just check out our table first. So yes, it works. And if we and I know here's our uh new data set for our dimensions. So here, this is the new row, and this is the current data that we're gonna be making it historic. So now we're gonna be changing our location, and here is our SCD, which street name and street numbers are historical, and the others are just fixed. And gonna be changing this. So here, the new row, and these three columns are the first ID. If we check out here, the location unique. Here, this is the unique ID. And now we check out the columns. We just ignore the incident ID. Okay, it's just one because we remove the duplicates. And okay, so now we are gonna run it. Excuse me. So now it's success, and we're gonna be looking at the number of rows. So the number of rows being sent is 48 rows. So if we check out the count, aham to. So here, the fact table count is 719. So it will become 48 plus 19 is 67. And the location count will be 70. So if we execute, yeah, it went to 70 and it went to 67. So if we check out our location, yeah, it went to 0. It's active index. So if we select out top, all, order by location ID, excuse me, sending. So here's our new rows. I know here. So new rows and new rows that was being replaced and went to historical. And if you check out our fact table here, so we select all and find uh where I dot question ID in 1, 2, 3, sa pa to? 370 to 67, 32167. So here's the location, just one, then it went directly to 3216. Since one location ID is one and location ID 32168, if I check out 32168 is was location unique ID 1087, 10887, so ascending 10887. Yes, correct. And the new row is not here because there's no reference in the fact table. So our approach in our applying the changes into the fact table is just changing the connection in the query. So we selected the location and the active index as one. And we make a lookup here that there should be no much output. So para to prevent duplicates. So next for our crush type dimension, which is the number 2 SID. So here is our data, new data set. So if we check out our crush type here, we just reference this to the first two rows and here this as a new row. And if we try out, I'm just gonna fast forward. Like so here, our new data set. So the changes here is just this first crush type here. So let's swipe this three. So only first crush type is changed. This two. It went to side set impact collision. And if no, no, I didn't save it. So now we check out the columns. We ignore the index again because that's the ID before it was duplicates removed. No, okay. Crash type unique. So our SCD here are the three, which is all historical because maybe there's someone in the department who have other terms on the three attributes. Yeah, next. I know. So we run it now. So all correct. So the push rows are 3092. So if you now check our count, where was the count? No, here. So 32392. So if we calculate it, calculator 19767 plus 1392, 1392, 12, eh, 12, 122859, and the crush type should be 87. So if we now run it, 85 done, yes, it's give the correct number of rows and the crush type to 87. So if we now check our crush type, so yeah, it went to 0. And if we select all, order by crush type ID descending, it here is the new rows and here's the new row and the new row that was referenced to the data before. So if we now check our fact table, where was it? So if we now change this to crush type 1, 2, 3, so there was no 3, and the new rows are 388765, 388, 3887, 3886, 3885. So now we check.
So here the crush type, which is the historic data, the and we scroll down and see.
So here, the new data. So it was reference to the first ID, which is this. So if we check out, here is the first 31236 32168. If we check the first row, 32886, 32168, 3886, and 1. Why? Oh, I think because we changed the dimension also in the location. That's why the it went to 32168 said. So yes, I think that's all. So the approach is just the same as the location where we filter out the active index. So the reason why this is the first row of the new data for the historic, the non-historic na, because the location was changed sad, and this is the crush type kanang karon. So yeah, I think that's all. So thank you for watching.